Today I'm going to see if I can't quiet this computer down. What you hear is my home server. It is behind those boxes or pieces of box to try help quiet some of the high-pitched noises. It's currently noisier than it really needs to be, and if this video actually picks any of it up so that I can show a comparison once everything is done, then I will try to get in there for a little closer look and show you what it should sound like stock. Okay, so there it is, off of its shelf, and you can probably hear it pretty loud. Apologize for the squeaking of the chair. Where you see that orange light, that is, if I would focus it, that is where most of the noise is coming from right now. That is an 80mm fan I have exhausting, pulling air over the CPU and North Bridge. In just a moment I will disable that and we can hear what it sounds like without that added cooling. And there she is running without the monstrosity of that second exhaust fan. The only fans that are running now are the fan in the power supply, the little 40mm fan over the North Bridge, and the hard drives. Okay, there is the little fan that I want to get rid of, and I want to basically replace it with that big one running at a lower speed where you almost don't hear it. Now it won't mount directly there. I'll use cardboard or something to redirect airflow over the CPU heat sink in the North Bridge. The North Bridge is where you see that fan. The CPU does not have a fan on it. And it's a little louder right now because I'd forgotten. I had CPU fan throttling on, so you weren't hearing that small fan at the full close to 5,000 RPMs. It may not seem much now, but after it's been running for a little while, it will get a little noisier. And it's just annoying. Of course, as soon as I start the video, that happens. It's raising above 42C, and that's why the fan RPM's picking up. But when it was below 42, fan RPM was right around 1800, and it was working. Those numbers are still respectable temperature wise, very respectable. Now I did have it with the fan running full speed. I was getting the CPU temperature down to at idle roughly 31 degrees C, but it's rated to run up to 99. Granted, I wouldn't want it running at that for longevity reasons, but still not bad. I just wish there was a direct way to see the North Bridge temperature. And just to show you, no, it's not further down. This was my test setup as a air ducting towards the CPU and North Bridge. Not perfect, but it did direct quite a bit of airflow, especially when running at its full, roughly 2800 RPM. Today's conclusion is that augmenting or replacing the North Bridge fan with a fan pulling air over the North Bridge and CPU is louder, inconclusive if it is actually needed. I've redone the throttling on the Northbridge fan. It now spins a lot slower until it reaches about 42 degrees centigrade, and we are currently at 36, so not bad. And what really drives me nuts? The high-pitched noise of the hard drives. Yeah, and it's the system drive that's doing it, so I can't put it to sleep. Great.